Manchester City returned to training on Thursday after 2 days off to prepare for their penultimate Premier League game of the season. Their game with Leicester will have a very different feel to it, though, depending on Liverpool's result against Newcastle. Jurgen Klopp's team head up to St James Park on Saturday evening and are heavy favourites for the game based on the league table. However, Newcastle stunned City on the frosty January evening. That news filtered through they would be breaking their club record to sign Miguel Almiron, and there is enough going on at the club to suggest that the game won't be easy for Liverpool. Waugh, Newcastle United writer for the Chronicle, explains the state of play for Rafa Benitez and his team heading into the game, what to expect from them, and what could make the difference. How are Newcastle going into this game? With Newcastle having already secured their target for the season, which was survival, the Magpies do not necessarily have as much materially at stake as Liverpool. But, given that it could be Rafa Benitez's final home game in charge, and with every position in the Premier League worth £1, £9 to Newcastle's potential transfer kitty, Magpies fans do not see it that way. What's more, Newcastle love nothing more than a huge occasion in front of their own fans, so it would be folly of anyone to think the Magpies will not be 100% motivated for this. Newcastle have been great at home in 2019 with 18 points from 21 in the league. Is there any particular reason for the turnaround? The transformation in Newcastle's home form has been stark. The Magpies were woeful at St James Park during the first half of the season, but have been magnificent throughout 2019 so far. Part of that has been down to the change in formation to more of a 3-4-3 from a four-man defense. With Fabian, Schar and Florian, Lejeune, who is now injured but was excellent earlier in the year, acting as two ball-playing centre-backs, Newcastle have been able to build attacks from defence and have therefore been better suited to break down opposition more effectively. What's more, Miguel Almiron has invigorated the Newcastle frontline and has formed a magnificent partnership with Salomon, Rondon and Ayoze Perez, so the Paraguayan missing out due to injury is undoubtedly a blow for the Magpies. What went wrong for Newcastle at Anfield this season? That game came at precisely the wrong time for Newcastle. Benitez lost key players to injury in Asian Cup duty, and the Magpies had yet to really adapt to the current formation they are now playing. Liverpool were simply too good for a Newcastle team lacking confidence and direction that day, but that is one of the only matches in which the Magpies have been thoroughly outplayed in all season. Could the fact that it could be Rafa's last home game make a difference to the game? Undoubtedly. We saw this 3 years ago, when the Magpies hammered Tottenham Hotspur on the final day of the season in a party-like atmosphere at St James Park just days after Newcastle's relegation had been confirmed, it must be stressed, and supporters implored Benitez to stay. They will do likewise again this weekend, with the fact that more than 10,000 fans have already signed our petition entitled "Rafa Must Stay," showing the fervor there is for him to commit. Liverpool may be getting all the national and global headlines, but for Newcastle fans this game is all about their own club's future. Rafa has played very defensively against City in the last 2 years and had success with it. What type of game are you expecting on Saturday? I expect a very similar approach, though Benitez's game plan will be with a victory in mind. In Benitez's opinion, Newcastle cannot simply attack the top 6 sides because they do not have the quality to do so. Instead, the Magpies must be compact, disciplined, stay in the game for as long as possible, and then look to capitalize late on with some counter-attacks. The intensity Newcastle showed during the 2-1 victory over Manchester City in January will have to be replicated if they are to stand any chance of getting a result against Liverpool. The Magpies will have to be clinical because they are unlikely to get too many opportunities.